Hello sharks, I'm looking for funding for my futuristic mech anime where humans are fighting Skynet. I'll tell you what, I'll make you an offer. I'll completely fund your anime, but I want some small changes added. I accept your offer. What are your changes? Have you heard of World War II? Can I change my mind? That's right, I just finished the anime that completely ruined white-haired characters for me, 86. As always, it's up to me to change the name of this anime to something a bit more realistic. Your name, The Suicide Squad. And finally, Darling in the Franxx. But good. If you think that the best boy in this anime was without a doubt Fido, be sure to subscribe to my channel and join my Discord. Let me give you a satire synopsis of this anime, which does contain spoilers. 10 years before the events of the main story, the Legion, a group of AI mechs, began attacking the Republic of San Magnolia. This led the leaders to come up with the most ingenious plan. After watching the first Hunger Games movie, they decided to create 85 districts that are constantly getting attacked by the Legion to protect the Republic. Seems like a pretty good plan, but there is one small twist. The Republic is kind of racist. If you didn't have silver hair and silver eyes, you were deemed as inhuman and sent to these concentration camps to essentially die. Isn't that just... Yeah, I agree. That is a really messed up thing. Good thing it's only in an anime. On the bright side, these robots have an expiration date, so in 2 years, they should shut down. I'm sure that'll age well. This is our main character, Vladilena Melise, who is, get this, not racist. She's a handler, who is the person in the chair that oversees the tactical operations of the cannon fodder. She gets put in charge of the Spearhead Squadron. They fight the Legion by using mechs that all just kind of look like Peak, but not Peak. Also, there are quite a few people in this squad. One could argue too many people to give screen time to.
I'm sorry, little one.
Sure, Lena may have made a small oopsie resulting in some people dying, but she knows how to save this. I'm not even gonna say it. Now that the whole dead friend bit is resolved, we can see how the rest of the crew responds to finally having a non-racist, caring overseer. I too would prefer somebody who hates me to be in charge of my fate. Oh, that's right, I do. Monetization. The leader of the Spearhead group, Shine, has the ability to hear robots because his brother killed him once. Don't question it too much. He tells her that the Legion will not shut down in 2 years because they've evolved by copying and yoinking a nearby human brain just lying around. In other words, these people are doomed.
I see this as an absolute win.
Since the only 86s left alive to fight are teenagers. Hey, do you have a brother? Yeah, I'm looking for him now. You know he's totally gonna be a Legion, right? Nah. On the bright side, if any member of the 86 survives for 6 years in the military, they become a citizen. Okay, that's pretty nice. Here's the thing. I knew it. They always conveniently, accidentally, coincidentally get a mission with a 0% chance of success around that date. Well, better give some of these filler characters some development before we murder them all. Alright, down to 5. That seems like a manageable number of main characters. Meanwhile, Lena is fighting to send help to them, but usually gets the same response each time. Why can't you be racist like the rest of us? At least she can go to her best friend in the whole world for help, who isn't like everybody else.
I am about to get racist.
Wow, that came out of nowhere. She made Lena so upset, she CGI walked away. Back to the mech fight front, Shine is fighting against his brother because they both want to kill each other with their own hands. What, is this supposed to be some kind of budget Sasuke Itachi dynamic? Lena was able to send help by gaslighting her friend, which led to Shine taking down his brother. Oh, and then the survivors defect and run away.
I immediately regret this decision.
Let's see how things are going for our runaways by the end of part 1. Ooh, not so great. They were all saved by the Giad Empire, which is an empire of good people. They even get adopted into the house of the provisional president of the empire and local lolly Frederica. They begin to live normal lives, creating genuine futures for themselves and making friends. No. Turns out that this child was the empress of this country, which was responsible for the creation of the Legion that turned evil.
聞いてやろうぞ。
They joined the Empire's military alongside their mascot and Shine's new best friend. Ooh, I think I would have a better chance of surviving being a Kame's friend than his. Frederica was the empress of this country before a civil war took place and changed the way that it was ran. She had a knight who protected her before she faked her death. Do you see where I'm going with this? There's now an evil cannon robot that's, you guessed it, her knight. So it's time to send in the A-team to fight it, plus the child. First, we gotta get a self-sacrifice montage.
Let it die, let it shrivel up and...
The fight's not exactly going well. Lolly, distract him. What the hell kind of plan is that? I mean, it technically worked, so they won. Yay! Hey, what's that? Hello, welcome to Anime Tropes That Lunar Hates. Today's trope is self-destruct features that literally do nothing. This has been Anime Tropes Lunar Hates. Best Girl returns to save them at the last minute, after most of her kingdom got massacred.
That tastes like promotion!
She's been continuing on because she's still fighting for her old friends. Alright, Shine, reveal yourself to her. Let her know you're still alive. Or not. Okay, that was definitely an option. Oh look, everybody is still alive. Which leads me to the question, how did you not die? Most of Lena's country was destroyed, but she did her best to save them until eventually they were rescued by the Giad Empire. She then goes there to work with the Giad Empire. I won't lie, I was fuming when she visited the memorial thinking they were dead. If that's how they ended it, I would have given it a 0 out of 10, worst anime I've ever seen. But they have the most heartwarming meeting since this is the first time they've met face to face. Don't mean to be that guy, but didn't she stare at their picture every day? Shouldn't she have recognized them? Get him out of here! It was a blurry picture. Don't ruin my conclusion. Now, let's talk about the characters in this anime. Starting off with Mrs. I have friends of different races, I can't be racist, Lena. She became an officer of the Republic at an early age, who probably goes through the most drastic change from I can't wait to save some processors by changing the minds of my people, to screw the minds of the people, and I dyed my hair. She got her morals from her father, who decided to take her on a nice trip to the battlefield, and got killed because of it. She was saved by Shine's brother, which led her to become a soldier. Why is the Scranton Strangler in everybody's backstory? Best girl tier. I'm the Undertaker. I speak for the robots. We get Mr. Survivor's Guilt himself, Shine. Let me explain his character in one clip.
兄貴の首に囚われやがって。
His brother was a kind, nice person, but as his wiki says, he's not without his faults. Everyone has faults. Sometimes you can be late, be that one friend who's always being carried, be bad at cooking, try to strangle your brother and kill him. Everyone has their own flaws. His brother blamed him for their parents' death, so after kind of killing him, his brother went on to join the army, and you know the rest. Trade offer, Shine. You constantly hear the cries of your dead friends, giving you tremendous survivor's guilt, leading to a living hell of a life, but you get anime waifu. Wow, that was fast. Still, my favorite part of his story is when he reminisces about his brother and thinks, I loved my brother. He wasn't really strangling me. He was just hugging my neck a little too tight. I don't know about you, but I still haven't forgiven my brother for teabagging me in Halo. 69 tier. Frederica, the character who's doing the same thing as Mr. I Hear Dead People over there. She's chasing after a ghost, but unlike him, she's too scared to part with him. Which is why she takes up the mantle of the much needed job for any army, the emotional support lolly.
わらわのような幼き娘を戦闘部隊に加え、寝食を共にさせるのじゃ。
She also has the ability to see into a person's past and present, which may have just been a device to save time on recaps, since we already got 2 of those already. Strategic stalling tier. You know, I'm something of a racist myself. The best friend of Lena, Annette, who is always looking for a prospective partner. Unfortunately, she can't seem to get one within her age range, so she either gets a UB or a Shota. Take your pick. Annette wasn't always part of the Arlong Park squad. In fact, she used to be friends with one, which changed after the war began. This shows just how much societal views can influence a population. And of course that kid was Shine. This family always finds a way to sneak into people's backstories. Can't pull tier. I'm just gonna call this group the Peanut Gallery. They're the remaining members of Spearhead, each with a personality that I can explain in a few words. Half-Blood Prince, Sarcastic, Team Mom, and Shine Simp. Don't get me wrong, they're all good characters with interesting backstories. I just wish they were all dead.
What?
Okay, I know that sounds bad, but they took a laser to the face. Granted, it was off screen.
But Lunar, the whole point of them not dying was to show that he isn't alone anymore and won't be left alone again.
Curse you, overarching plot. B team tier. Finally, Fido. Need I say more? Time for final thoughts and rating the anime. The characters in this anime were amazingly written, which showed the parallels between the two sides and the two different perspectives. I mean, look at this little girl who couldn't say thank you at the beginning of the anime and then yelled it out at the end. Character development. This was some of the best character development that I've seen since Frieza turned black. I think. I haven't seen the movie yet. The story tackles some large topics, such as institutional racism and how a group of people can be raised to believe something. I'm just glad they handle it better than isekais handle slavery. Not gonna lie though, the whole Skynet part of the anime, I didn't enjoy as much as others. I see this happen a lot. We have to fight a giant robot army. Wait, no, they're boring. Let's make them human. Also, they kind of just repeat the parallels throughout the story of bad group, good group, bad version, good version, Shotokan, Lolicon. But at the end of the day, this is just a personal preference and doesn't take away from how great it was. When it comes to the animation, I have to say, I have never seen good CGI until now. I never thought I'd see an anime and say, yeah, CGI is better for this. I haven't heard anything as amazing as these soundtracks since hearing Subaru Dying 1 Hour Loop Edition. It's rare to have one good song in an anime, but to have every song be great, I gotta hand it to Hiroyuki and Kota. While my anime list gave this anime a score of around 8.5 out of 10, I will be giving it a score of 8.6 good boys out of 10. Get it? 8.6? Ah, never mind. In conclusion, if they try to kill Fido again... Hello, Outro Lunar here. Click here if you want to see my channel. Click over here if you want to see my most recent video. Click over here if you want to see the recommended video. Bye.